Hello, Nedbank Pitch and Polish fans. Welcome back for another exciting episode of the 2024 competition with me, your host, Khosi Khaled. Well, last week kicked off with a bang, didn't it? We saw strong pitches from Keenan, who the judges said motored through his pitch, and Lutando, who sadly ran out of time and got a little mixed up with his numbers. How will the two remaining contestants from the red group fare in their pitches tonight? Will they use their time wisely or be caught out by the buzzer? But before we get to the pitches, I want to give our amazing sponsors a shout out. Of course, South Africa's biggest pitching competition wouldn't be possible without our amazing title sponsor, Nedbank. Also, thank you to our partner, the Business Exchange, for hosting all our learning and mentoring sessions this year. The Business Exchange offers premium flexible office rentals and co-working spaces in 6 locations across South Africa. I recommend you check them out for all your office space or event needs. As the next 2 contestants enter the pitching arena, I want to remind you to pay attention to the pitches and the judges' feedback, because that's where you'll find the answer to one of the questions for tonight's viewer prize. We're once again giving away a 5,000 Rand Avo Super Shop voucher from Nedbank. Remember, we're also giving away a 1-month strategy mentorship package that includes 4 hours with a Race Corp business mentor and a month's free access to Flowcode business scaling software. Listen close to the pitches and they could both be yours. Now it's time to hear the last 2 pitches from the red group. First up in the hot seat is Babongile Mqwathi, the owner of Gauteng-based flower shop Vala Flora. Best of luck, Babongile.
Babongile, welcome.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
Good.
You're good. You ready?
Yes, I am.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pitch and polish.
Hi, my name is Babongile Mqwathi. I'm a proud owner of Vala Flora and a winner of Eguruleni Best Florist for 2022. At Vala Flora, we specialize in fresh cut flowers, a variety of gifts, as well as balloons. Our journey began in 2018 when I left a well-paying job. With no retail experience, I then transformed a hobby into a growing company, which currently employs about 3 employees. Our journey has been wonderful and exciting. However, I do acknowledge the fact that I'm still learning a lot in the business. We are currently aiming to open a second kiosk that will specialize in non-perishable gifts. What we aim to achieve with the prize money are 2 critical opportunities. Firstly, enhanced distribution. We aim to acquire a delivery vehicle that will help us to enhance our delivery radius so that we can reach more customers and make more sales. Secondly, we also aim to mitigate.
I'm afraid you've run out of time, but we still have a couple of questions. So let's start with you, Manlisa.
Thanks, Babongile. Competitive landscape you find yourself in, what makes your business unique?
What makes Vala Flora unique is the ability to provide our customer with the freshest flowers in the market, and also to try and give them that allowance to create their own arrangements, not like you can just buy whatever that we have, but you can create your customized arrangement.
And they reach you in your retail environment, or is there an online platform that they can go to?
We are available on social media. We have an Instagram page, Vela Flora.
Thank you.
Hi there. Congratulations on being in business for 9 years. It's no small feat, especially for the type of business that you're running. What I'd like to understand is, how has your business changed and adapted over that time to keep yourself relevant?
Okay, we move with the times. I understand that we have the traditional flower arrangements, so we move with the times. For instance, I have here the flower boxes. This is what is trending at the moment, so we move with the times. And also, we also try to keep up with our current customers by making sure that we look after them and we communicate with them effectively.
Okay.
Right. From our perspective, you won that Ekurhuleni competition. Why do you think you won?
It's because of the best service that we give to our customers, because our customers had to vote for us.
Okay.
Yes, so the selection was based on voting.
And when you won, what did that do for your brand, for the company? What did it actually do for the business?
Actually, it has elevated our business because we grew our client base. At the moment, one of our biggest clients is BMW Eastrand. So when they deliver cars to their clients, then we supply them with flowers and balloons. So it has elevated our business to that level. And also it has grew our customer base because people saw us on the social media that we won, and then we ended up attracting more customers.
Great, Babongile. You may leave.
Thank you.
Anyone seen the financials? Are they quite big?
No,
Just ticking by. That was the reason why I asked that question, is because how long are you going to tick by? What are you going to do to break that mold now here?
And in a way, that was what I was asking. It was, what did it do for you? I wanted to hear we doubled, we tripled.
Yeah.
You know, I used that opportunity because what I'm looking for here is that if she wins here, is she going to use that opportunity in its full? Yeah, that's the question. So what are your thoughts?
So my thoughts, I mean, I think the industry that she's in is very competitive. I know she has social media, but I thought perhaps the online growth or thoughts around online growth, I mean, she's competing with a lot of online service providers who are still providing fresh flowers.
Yeah.
So that unique factor didn't stick for me. I was looking about how is she going to strategically position her distribution outside of delivery. Yeah.
I kind of got excited when she said she's got a second kiosk, because I thought, okay, there's going to be scale here. And then it was almost like, oh no, it's non-perishable. So it's just an extension of the one kiosk, really, you know, from a gifting
and
perspective.
overheads.
And overheads. So it's like, well, I don't know. I don't know if she's going to get beyond that sort of, I'm running a business and it's tides me by, you know.
Let the numbers speak. Okay.
Babongile, are the judges in awe of your name? Do you feel good to Babongile after seeing your pitch?
Absolutely. I felt a bit nervous though, but yeah, I think I did well.
So how do you feel overall, this entire experience? How has it been?
It has been a wonderful experience. I've learned a lot in 1 week. I've learned a lot, and I'm going to take whatever that I've learned during this week and apply it in real life.
Okay, and I like that because you often speak about, in your pitch, you often mentioned how you move with the times and how you are flexible. When you were asked the question regarding where your business has been over the past 9 years, and you made mention that you move with the times, what would this 1 million rand do for your business?
We are also looking at establishing a flower academy. Yes, because as we all know that flowers are seasonal. So on some season, we understand that we're not making that much, but the academy will help us to bring the money throughout the season. So yeah, we'll be making the money throughout.
Okay, and then just a final question. With regards to, I mean, you've won a competition before in 2022 with Ngcobo, and that did wonders for your business. Is this going to be competition number 2?
I hope so. I hope so. I really hope so. If I won it in 2022, so I'm hoping 2024 as well.
Babongile, 2024 could be your year. Thank you so very much, and I'm wishing you all the best for the rest of the competition. Babongile shared a personal story, which is a great way to connect with the judges, but she was caught out by the buzzer. Has she done enough to secure her spot in round 2? We'll find out later in the elimination. For now though, let's watch the final pitch of the night. All the way from KZN, meet Thabiso Ngcobo.
Hi, Thabiso.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm also doing very well.
You're doing well. Are you ready for today's pitch?
Yes, I am.
Okay, let's go. Let's do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pitch and polish.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Thabiso. So I am the founder of Shielder, which is a patent holding idea. In my culture, before the invention of Shielder, we used to use wool to measure the circumference and the diameters of a burial site, right? And we also used to use bamboo trees, putting them on top of a coffin, thus to prevent grave sinking. Because it is important to us that when our loved ones, that when our loved ones are gone, that when we visit them, the grave site is a good memorial place, right? So now the shielder is made out of treated timber. That's to ensure that it fights termites from eating into the bamboo trees and then preventing grave sinking. And then the measuring tool ensures that it's adequately dug up, the grave site is adequately dug up so that when the burial takes place, everything is smooth. We are currently servicing funeral homes. That's where we sell the shielder. So one of the funeral homes that we are servicing has got over 780 funerals on a monthly basis. If we were to win, we would use that money.
Yep, that's the end of the pitch. I'm sorry, let's start with you, Monique.
Hi. I found your story around the wool and the bamboo really fascinating. Okay, so we know that funeral costs are exceptionally high. We also know that grave spaces are, it's hard to come by. How have you tested the market and the demand for the product?
We have tested the market by, we're already working with a few funeral parlors in South Africa, namely Ngcobo, Khayelihle, and Ispia. So the market, the shielder has already been sold to the public, and we have received good feedback from them up until this far. So, yeah.
Okay, and how long have you been in business?
We have only been in business for 18 months.
Okay, great, thank you.
Mona Lisa?
So, sorry, just maybe to add on Monique's question. So, is the product already incorporated into the funeral package, or is it an add-on? Who's actually your customer? Is it the funeral home or the bereaved?
Okay, that's a wonderful question as well. We are a B2B. We have a B2B model whereby we sell the shielder to the funeral parlor, and then they sell it to the end user, and they are allowed to have their own markup there. but we also do sell on a B2C, from business to client, in that way.
And in the 18 months, if you were to quantify your growth, how would you say you've grown?
We are growing quite rapidly. Actually, we are unable to meet the market demands right now because, hence I said, with one of our clients, they have like 780 funerals on a monthly basis. And our workshop and the money that we have doesn't allow us to actually meet the market demand. So we are only working with them in Maritzburg and in Durban only. But there's a huge chance for us to work with them nationwide. Yeah, so with that 780 funerals, if we're selling our lowest one for 950, it's like 700, it's a market worth like 710,000 Rand on a monthly basis. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't catch what does it retail for? What does the funeral home sell it on for? What price?
We cannot regulate that for them.
But plus minus. I'm trying to get a sense. Is it 10 Rand or 10,000 or 1,000? Or
they sell it to the end user. If we're selling them the 980 Rand one, they sell it to the end user for 1,004.
Okay.
Yes.
And what's the volume that you're doing? What in the last month, let's say, what kind of volume are you churning out?
Volume in terms
how
of
many units?
Productions. Okay, on a daily basis, because we are sharing the workshop, we can do a minimum of 16 and a maximum of 22 if there's no load shedding and so on. You know, so yeah, it would be plus minus 320 on a monthly basis.
You can see we've been kind to you by asking questions that you probably might have had in the pitch, but the last question from me, you mentioned the fact that it was patented or patent pending. Just explain to me what's patentable about what you do.
Basically, it's the design of the shielder, what it does as in the grave sinking and how it works, you know, and the material that we also use. Okay. So yeah.
Great, Thabiso, thanks for your pitch. You may leave.
Thank you very much.
All right. So, what are your thoughts?
Look, I think from a growth, or shall I say, the fact that he's working with funeral, I mean, he mentioned some prominent funeral homes who have mass in KZN in particular. So I think that's a good strat. I guess I didn't quite get to hear, like, now that he's got this limited scale, how is it going to systematically grow in order to meet that demand? Because that's quite a huge demand that he would be playing in.
Yeah.
It's really a pity that he didn't get to that part of his pitch around how is he going to spend the money.
Yeah.
Because like you say, if he's not meeting the demand now already, just on that one funeral home, because he's doing 320 and he said 780 is the demand for the one. What is he doing to close that gap?
Yeah.
And then it's the whole timber thing as well. You know, if there's a shortage of it,
what sustainability?
Yeah.
I also worry about the patentability of that thing because, so he says his slats are 15 centimeters, so somebody comes and makes it 20 centimeters, and they don't use that rope. They'll change the design slightly. So I don't know.
To your point, the funeral parlors could actually start to design. They're already designing the coffins to an extent. They could also play in that market once they begin to understand the design.
Yeah.
And also it's the long-term, I mean, excuse the pun, but the long-term value around it, right? Because now this particular piece has been termite treated and blah, 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 blah. If the coffin hasn't been termite treated, now you're putting this accessory on. From a customer perspective, what, you know, are people really going to come back and continue buying it? Like, it's interesting though.
The thing I liked most about the whole thing was that he can't keep up with demand.
Yes.
Yeah, every time you hear that, you go, that's the
Good.
problem. Yeah, the problem everyone wants. Yeah. But let's go score.
Yeah.
Thabiso,
Yes, Mr.
how are you doing?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
I'm doing good, thank you very much. But it's all about you.
Yeah.
Take me through your pitch.
I'd like to believe that my pitch was good. I believe in the product that we have and that we are selling, and from the interaction that I had with the panel, I think they understood the product, and that was important to me. Yeah.
Take me through why you chose to explain the history. You weighted quite a lot on the history of the burial portion of your entire process. So take me through why you decided to focus on that.
I think I decided to focus on that because I wanted people to understand why we came up with the shielder. You know, if they lack understanding, they might lack the importance of what the shielder does, you know, for us and yeah, the community at large.
You didn't want to leave more room for your financials, projected growth, target audience?
As I said, there's always room for improvement with these things. You know, it was the first time. I'm happy with what we gave, and yeah, but we can always grow from there. You know,
Thabiso, I wish you all the best for the rest of the competition, sir. Nicely done, Thabiso. As Alon says, being unable to keep up with demand is a problem a lot of entrepreneurs would like to have. And here's the part I have not been looking forward to. The elimination, where we get to find out which 2 contestants will be the first to leave the competition. But the great thing about Nedbank Pitch and Polish is that, in a way, everyone is a winner. That's because all our contestants benefit from the entrepreneurial learning program and business mentorship provided by leading business incubator Raise Corp, which will help them take their businesses forward when their time on the show comes to an end. Now let's check in with the judges to see if I can figure out who they're sending home before they begin their final deliberations. Hello, judges.
Hello.
How are you doing?
We're good.
We're judging.
Well, what a great round. What an excellent start to Nedbank Pitch and Polish 2024. And how are we feeling? Monique, I'll start off with you. Did the contestants do as well as you are dressed? How did you feel? I mean, I looked at Keenan to be quite a strong contestant. I actually kind of like Keenan. What were your thoughts on him?
Great business. Very interesting. I think that, you know, I like the way that he's segmented his market. So he's focused on food and beverage. I don't know where Virgin Active comes into that picture, though, but I like the way that he segmented his market. He's very clear about who he's targeting, which is great.
Okay. And Mona Lisa, Thabiso, he obviously had a moment where he was unsure of his pitch, and that kind of resulted in him stumbling a little bit. Overall, though, what are your thoughts on how he pitched?
Yeah, look, I like Thabiso for the sense of, you know, trying to solve a problem, because the problem is real insofar as that particular play of the market. But I think, you know, there's a lot to think about on his part insofar as the being able to meet the demand. So yeah, but otherwise I quite like the fact that it's out there, that it's something that is trying to solve a problem. He brought it back to what it is culturally, why he, you know, has gone into this opportunity, but a lot to think about in terms of scaling.
So is he possibly one of your favorites?
I'm still contemplating.
Good one there.
Alon, I'm sure you do have a favorite up the sleeve.
I have, as per the competition, 2 favorites up my sleeve.
Okay.
But which ones are they?
Which ones are they? I mean, I'm here. You can tell me.
I'll tell you after the elimination.
Then you'll know which 2.
But let's talk about scaling, though. How possible is it to scale a florist, a flower service-based business?
It's very possible. There are lots of florist groups around the country and the world that have managed to scale after a few years. So it's very possible.
Because Babongile was telling me about starting up a flower academy, which I thought was really cool. I really, really found that to be amazing. On her part, her pitch was good, and I feel that could be a possible candidate.
It's very possible.
All right.
Possible.
Okay.
Is it probable? Is it possible? I don't know. You're going to find out in the elimination.
Find out in the elimination. Your favorites, Monique? Will I also have to
Definitely
wait?
one of my favorite 4.
Okay. All right. Well, judges, thank you so very much. Well, there you have it. The judges have shared, or maybe not shared. But I guess all will be revealed in the elimination.
Welcome, contestants. As you know, 2 of you will stay today and 2 of you will go for that big prize of 1 million rand at the end. What are you going to do with that million rand? Which of you 2 are going to be going through? Let's start with you, Keenan. I'm going to talk about your pitch. I thought it was a very good pitch. It was well-rounded. It was a very balanced pitch. You mentioned your clients, so I felt like you had momentum, there was authority, and of course you timed that pitch very, very well. It felt like on the second, as that buzzer went, you finished. So well done. In terms of the negative, your market size, you spoke about market size, but you didn't explain to us what the market demand was. So yeah, there can be a big market, but maybe you're not affecting that market in a way that it's demanding your product or service. Your pitch was too fast, so it was a good pitch, but boy, were you going like a steam train to get too much in. And my advice to you is, if you're ever pitching again, that you think about what to put in a pitch and what not to put in. I think if you ever pitch again, you would need to remove some stuff and be very particular about what you put in that pitch. And then what didn't come through, which I was looking for, was your USP as an organization, your unique selling proposition. That didn't come through strongly enough. Having said that, Keenan, you are staying. Right. Babongile, I think you're a great storyteller. You tell a wonderful, wonderful story. Like I just want you to tell me your whole story. Very, very wonderful storyteller. And then you brought the example of your product and put it on the table so we could see your product, and we could connect with you and your story. The negative, I listened to language, and you said, if you've got 3 employees and you don't know if it is or isn't, there's a problem, So then I don't believe you, because if it's about 3, what is about 3? Is that 4? Is that 2? And it's not like it's about 1,000 employees where you can get 990 or 1,020. They're just about 3 employees. In other words, they're 3 employees or they're not. That knocked you in terms of my confidence in what you were saying. You were very stiff. Your pitch was very stiff. You were very nervous, and that came across. But when we had the Q&A, your personality came out. So if you ever pitch again, you have to get into the mode of, like, I'm answering Q&A. And then, of course, you didn't finish your pitch, so we didn't hear the whole pitch completely. So that was a timing issue. Babongile, you'll be leaving. You are eliminated. You may leave. All right, so we're left with the last 2, which is Thabiso and Lutando. I'm going to talk about each of you first, and then I'm going to mention whose goes. Thabiso, you answered your questions incredibly well. I love the fact that there was innovation, and so innovation is very important for South Africa, and that we are innovating. But my big question to you is, can you protect that patent? You spoke about the patent. I didn't know if you had a patent pending. And then my question is, if I change the design a little bit, what happens to the patent? And I was wanting to hear more about your future, because I think you and I both know that those funeral homes are going to copy you, and somebody's going to copy you, and then what? And I didn't get the then what part in the pitch. You didn't finish. And it was so interesting because you came in so confident and then boom, you froze. And you picked yourself up again and you said to yourself, breathe, which I liked, because as entrepreneurs, we all trip from time to time and we have to get up again. So I loved your entrepreneurial spirit. Luthando, you were swaying, which made me seasick. Okay, you were swaying a lot. Your balance, Mona Lisa picked up that your balance of your client base came across that it was all government, all public sector, no private sector. I don't know if you do or don't, but it didn't come across. So as an investor in the business, I don't know whether I'm going to invest in somebody who's got so much concentration risk on a government, especially, you know, in South Africa where things change all the time. But you're also great at storytelling, and I loved your honesty. I felt there was a deep sense of honesty. So which one of you is going to go through to the next round? Is it you, Luthando? Is it you, Thabiso? Which one of you is going to go through? The person who's going to go through is Luthando. Thabiso, you may leave. All right, gentlemen, you scraped in. You both go through to the next round. Please listen to this advice. You're at an advantage, and best of luck. And you may now leave to go and prepare for your next round.
Congratulations to Keenan and Luthando, whose pitches have gotten them through to round 2. I'm sad to say goodbye to Babongile and Thabiso, but I'm sure they'll use their learnings from Nedbank Pitch and Polish to take their businesses to great heights. My best wishes to them both. With that, it's time for our viewer competition. If you want to get your hands on a 5,000 Rand Avo Super Shop voucher, courtesy of Nedbank, and honestly, who wouldn't? As well as a 1-month strategy mentorship package that includes 4 hours with a Race Corp business mentor and a month's free access to Flowcode business scaling software, then all you have to do is answer 2 simple questions. Firstly, what kind of shop does Babongile own? And then, to answer our second question, you'll need to go online to flowcodepowered.com and let us know how many moleskin notebooks Alon raised filled with notes while conceptualizing Flowcode. To be in with a chance, send us a WhatsApp with your name and the right answers to 066 232 7355 before midnight tonight. We'll place all the right answers into a random draw and contact the winner before 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And later this week, we'll post the winner's name on social media. Will it be you? Maybe, but only if you enter now. So hurry. And that's a wrap for tonight. Let's agree to meet again next week, Tuesday, 7 o'clock, when the first 2 contestants from the Green Group will show us what they're made of. In the meantime, it's good night from me, Khosi Khalekh. I'll catch you on the pitch side.
It could have went better, but unfortunately it's the end of the road for us in relation to the competition. But we will proceed taking all the knowledge that we got from the competition and ensuring that we apply ourselves better as entrepreneurs, you know. So yeah, that's it.
I'm happy for the contestants that made it through. It was a wonderful experience. I've learned a lot, and as I mentioned, that I will go and apply the knowledge that I acquired in my business.